John, a couple of tough games in the space of 3 days, come up just short here today. How do you see the performance with a quick turnaround from Friday?
Overall, like, our performance and our effort was high level. Like, that felt like a really good playoff type of game, and that's what was on the line tonight. But the way we probably started that first quarter, not the tone we wanted to start the game with. I think they made 6 threes. So we did a great job of fighting back and creating good momentum with the way that we played. But right now in the moment, I would say just the way we started the game was disappointing.
And you spoke a few games ago about trying to make incremental improvements defensively. You hold Illawarra to 8 points in the fourth last game. I felt like the second half tonight, maybe up until the last couple of minutes, was really good defensively.
Sure.
Do you feel like you're making those improvements that you need to make at this stage of the season?
Yeah, look, for sure. That's the start of the game, 6 threes. I don't know how many threes they ended up making in the fourth, and the two times we've played previously, they've made 14 and 17 threes, I believe. So just our effort to eliminate that just wasn't there tonight.
Yeah, and Mitch, as a senior player, are you seeing some progress being made on that end of the court as the season goes on?
Yeah, for sure. Like halfway through, I think it was the second quarter, I think we really turned the screws on defensively, and that kind of got us back in the game, and the momentum swung in our favour. And I think we're a great offensive team, but for us to be, excellent offensively, we need to get it off the rim instead of, taking it out and inbounding the ball. And I think that's going to take us to another level. And we show patches of it, but to be a really good team, we need to show 40 minutes of it, and we're capable. That's probably the most frustrating thing, is we're capable of doing it. But yeah, these last 2 games are huge for us, and we need 40-minute performances.
And is there anything in particular you can do, with the group as a whole to try and get that 40-minute effort into these last couple of games?
No, I think, we spoke about it, we watched video. The things that we're talking about aren't new. So I think that's something that us as a group have to, really wake up and realise that, the points that JR and the coaching staff make time and time again, they're not new. So until we figure that out, it's every possession.
JR, you're likely to be asked about Bryce's minutes load on almost every press conference. How do you strategise the ability to keep him fresh for the last 2 games of the season with the minutes load that he's playing?
When you're playing a game like we just played in, are you going to put the opportunity in anyone else's hands? There you go.
Craig?
Yeah, just on that, John, you obviously said that's how you play, no dramas there. But we talked the other night about whether it would have an impact, the freshness and the difference in freshness between the two teams. You're up by 9 in that last quarter. Did you feel your team fatigued at all in the last quarter?
No, it's easy to reflect in this moment, but what I would say is we probably had an eye on the scoreboard and the clock versus the pace that we were playing to get that lead, and we just bogged down a little bit versus just moving the ball and letting the opportunities come our way. And that was something that I emphasized before the game, is you got to move these guys around. They're a great team defense, so you got to move them around so you can attack them in different ways. And that was the reason we got a 9-point lead. But the way I want to play, you got a 6 and 9-point lead. We're looking to get it to 11, 13. We're just not keeping an eye on the clock, hoping that shit works for us. I want to build on that, and I just felt like we let them dictate the pace of that last 3 or 4 minutes. Now, to their credit, they hit some big shots. Milton Doyle's 3 at the end of the buzzer, huge for him.
And how difficult, with the pace you play out on offense and with the minutes that these guys are playing, how difficult is it to then defend it as energetically as you might want for the entire game with the minutes that they're playing? Yeah,
the object of the game is to win on the scoreboard, and that's what we've been doing pretty well of late.
what's your message now? I mean, obviously, you know, everyone knows what the ladder is, and there's a couple of games left. Like,
Yep.
what are you saying to them heading into what's a really important week?
Yeah, well, it's a huge week for the Perth Wildcats. Probably what you wanted to hear from me beforehand was we have to appreciate every possession instead of just thinking we're going to accumulate a lot of points over the course of 40 minutes. So our application from the jump ball and for periods, like, you know, Mitch said 40 minutes. Now, I'm not naive. To play superb basketball for 40 minutes is really tough, but instead of being sporadic with spurts of it, we need to come with a consistent level of effort on it.
Thank you.
Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, just one for you, Mitch. Obviously, what's at stake in these last two home games is obvious, but the fact that you're playing the top two teams, playing at home, knowing that you need to win to lock away a playoff spot, if you get these 2 wins, you'll be going into the playoffs with a lot of momentum. The opportunity's there, I guess for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's in our own hands, and to, you know, hopefully we come away with 2 really good wins. And like you said, we're going into the playoffs with a lot of momentum, a lot of faith and trust in everything that we're doing, and I think that's gold for us.
Oh, thank you.